Alright guys, so I wanted to go over some of the batteries that are commonly found on Amazon that some people buy and different things and how they're all kind of similar. So here's a popular one. The joke is that somebody's cat walked on the keyboard and that's how they came up with the name for this company. I call it the DJ Jabber. These ones here appear to be basically the same case and housing that they use for some of the other batteries. They have the same kind of strap and the slanted little piece here that slides in. I don't know if it's going to let me zoom in here or not. You see right here, it slides in there. The same kind of epoxy terminals in them. And the same little marks here on the sides. They're all pretty much real similar. So the question is, what kind of cells and BMS are they using inside of this thing? This is more than anything. And they all will like say certain things. Some of them, like the Chin's batteries, don't mention anything about what's inside of them. And people say that's because they're using pouch cells. So you have two types of cells that will be in these. You'll have prismatic cells and pouch cells, and maybe some of them might even have cylindrical cells. So the pouch cells are supposed to be the least desirable. But there's also probably some advantages to them also. I believe they can charge and discharge faster. So that is kind of an advantage. But, you know, people prefer the prismatic cells. So you'll find that most of these batteries will be rated between 21 and 26 pounds. And they claim, you know, 100 amp hours, and they'll have like a surge capacity of like 200 amp hours, and they'll want you to like pretty much charge them between 20 and 100 amp hours. And generally speaking, you can only put 4 of them in series, and you can only put 4 of them in parallel, which is up to 16 batteries. The problem with like having a bunch of these batteries to make a 48 volt battery is that each battery has its own BMS. And then each battery has to be balanced, and you know, so there's a lot of issues with doing that. But for the most part, most people probably watching my channel are probably only interested in 12 volt and 24 volt, not necessarily 48. But these ones here are pretty popular. If you order them, they're going to come from the vendor, and they're going to, however they want to ship it. There are, on certain special occasions, there are batteries that you can find that will be sold and shipped by Amazon, or shipped by Amazon, but it's not real common. This DC house battery is another one that people buy a lot. Now, if you look at all of these, they all kind of look the same, even this $139 battery. Now, and people will say, well, don't buy that because it might be junk, but it's hard to say, because these guys could be making such an exorbitant profit on these batteries, you know, that they can afford to do that. Now, here's another group form factor that you'll find. It's a group 24. You almost always have these same handles on the top. So the other batteries are usually a group 27 or a group 31 in size and shape. And you just have to kind of look at the dimensions, but this is another battery that people like. If we go in here and look and see, let me see if we got the, okay, so this is a battery that I've recently bought. The price is all over the place on it. When I bought it, it was $224 with a $15, or no, it was more. It was, okay, it was $249 with a $15 coupon per battery, and I had to order 2 separate transactions to get the coupon, but it did allow me to do that. And this is supposed to be, Will Pros had, the guy from DIY Solder Forums, had taken one apart a couple years ago and really was impressed. Then a year later took one apart and was not impressed. But both times they took them apart, they were using prismatic cells. One of my batteries, I can move it around rigorously and hear the cells move a slight amount. Also, there is some pronounced swelling on the case here, and usually what that is they have inserted foam in here to keep the battery from moving around, and this plastic is kind of thin, so it pushes out. At any rate, I think these are probably pretty decent. You know, at the price that you're paying, it's going to be sold and shipped by Amazon if you look right here. And who knows how long that's going to go on for, but like this is probably the battery I would tell you guys to buy. It does say it's non-returnable because of the hazard. I'm not really sure what happens with that, but I did buy a diesel heater from Amazon that was also non-returnable, and I did have a problem with it, and since it was non-returnable, I got to keep it, and they gave me my money back. I don't think you'll get away with that too many times before they get pissed off, so just keep that in mind. Here's another battery that I bought, and it was it's been back and forth. I've seen it as expensive as $239. When I bought it, it was this price, and then it went back up to $214. And overall, I have this in the 48-volt system with a 24-volt battery, so I have two of these in series, and it seems to be working pretty good. So these are the two batteries that I own that I've had for, well, I've had the chins for about a month and so. But the other one's maybe a week or two, not long. These got shipped really, really fast. So when you order these, they will, they'll say shipped by carrier's own vendor, and what that means is Amazon is sending it to FedEx. At least where in my location in Arizona, it'll come from Sparks, Nevada. It'll go to FedEx from Amazon's carrier, okay, from their warehouse. And then from that point on, you'll get it like 2 days and 1 or 2 days from FedEx. And it's hazardous materials, so FedEx just kind of expedites it for some reason. And it gets to you very quickly. So like I'd ordered this, I don't know, it was like on a Thursday or something like that. And I got it like, or a Wednesday, and I got it on a Friday. And it wasn't supposed to show up until a Monday. So very, very fast shipping. Now the other time I ordered a battery on a Friday, and it didn't go anywhere until Monday, but then it showed up on Tuesday. So order it not right before the weekend unless you don't mind waiting. If you're in a hurry, order it like on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday or something like that, and you should have it by the end of the week. So like that's really hard to beat. And honestly, I think all the batteries are pretty comparable on Amazon, and you could get a dud from any of them, really, so to speak. So unless you are going to be an idiot and buy a Battleborn battery for like big money, and you just have money to blow, you're probably not watching this video anyways, and you probably really don't care what I have to say because you're, you know, into brands and names and looks and things like that. So, but Battleborn, extremely expensive. Who in the hell wants to spend $925 on a 100 amp hour 12 volt battery when you could literally buy like 5 of them for that price? So sure, they've got a great warranty, but I think they've found a really good way to fleece the public, and so they're making lots of money, trust me. And you know, the reason that they're even popular is because idiots on YouTube have reviewed their batteries and praised them because they, you know, grease the wheels. So basically they give a bunch of people some really free stuff, and then people say really good things about them, and then, you know, they sell lots of batteries. Obviously, they have a quality product. You would hope so at the price that they're selling. So at any rate, there's lots of different batteries out there, guys, but like I said, I would recommend, if you're not going to go with those ones, you know, shipped and sold by Amazon, I would probably go with the Lifetime battery. And I don't know if I can find one on here because it's not going to be sold and shipped by Amazon. And here's also, here's a Lifetime right here. This is going to be a small one. Okay, we don't. I really hate that, like Amazon, the way that they like to serve up your search results. Like seriously, I'm looking up 12 volt lithium phosphate battery, 100 amp hour. Why am I seeing, you know, small batteries? But anyway, so the Lifetime batteries, you can look it up. It's called a Lifetime. Only Lifetime. And they used to be called Amper Time. And they changed their name not too long ago. I think if you look, you could probably still find Amper Time batteries. And they have you know, pretty good reputation. I have one of their 24-volt batteries, 100 amp hour, and I haven't had any problems with it. The only thing about their batteries is they don't have the low temperature cutoff on most of them. You do have some other products like charge controllers and stuff. I don't know anything about that. I'm not sure that they really even make them. So, but anyway, that would be my pick for those.